Hello. So, I got this package in the mail, and I think it's the new iPhone 14 Pro Max that I bought about a month ago. So, I'm recording this on my iPhone 10, which I bought, or Michael bought for me in December 2017 when the iPhone 10 was new. So I've used this phone for nearly 5 years, half a decade, and I feel like it's time for an upgrade. So what's crazy is like almost the entirety of the Humany channel's history was recorded on the iPhone 10 that is right there, because that channel started in 2017. And also in 2017, I was a sophomore/junior in college, and now like I could have easily gotten my master's by now, even though I dropped out. So like just thinking about the people I was hanging around and like the things I was doing in 2017, it was just a completely different time. Oh, I think this is my iPhone. This is crazy. And normally I would get a new phone every 2 years or so, but I guess I just found that like there's nothing wrong with the iPhone 10. Now I will say that in 2019, I dropped it on the ground, like the concrete, when I was in Berkeley, and it developed 2 cracks, and you can't see them obviously because it's on this phone that it's recording out of. The box! It's a flatter box than I'm used to. All the previous iPhone boxes were about like 2 inches tall, right? I'm sure you remember. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I dropped this phone on the concrete in 2019, and it had cracks, and it's like 2 cracks, and one of them hits the corner, and the cracks were like never that noticeable, but then if you really try to rub your finger over it, you can feel that there's like a slight difference in height. And then when it hit the corner, that was a real problem. Actually, I'm looking at it right now because the corner is like a weak point structurally, so it starts to crumble, and I actually can see, well, not any exposed bits, but like the crack kind of spread, and like it's just not good. So I think it's time for an upgrade. Oh, another reason I resisted upgrading was because I didn't like how the iPhone 11 and onward had multiple cameras on the back which looked like spider eyes. I know that the multiple cameras allow for like the zoom lens and the telescoping lens and all that, and everyone loves better cameras, so for the vast majority of people they like that. But I was just thinking the iPhone 10 is the last one that doesn't have that weird spider eye effect. But you know, I think now that I accept that it is just the inevitable way that the aesthetic is going, I don't mind. And I think it's time. I just think that the technology, I know, okay, Apple, okay, I'm just gonna open it. I was just gonna say that Apple is not, it's real. I got the gold phone. Okay, so this is supposed to be the most satisfying part of revealing a phone, is lifting off the paper. Let's see if you can hear this. Wow, so satisfying. Okay, so first impressions. The gold is really shiny. I didn't really mind what color I picked because I figured it would be covered in a case anyway. But like, why not gold, just because it's the prettiest looking? And so it's got the triple cameras, and the camera bump gets like taller every year, I think. So now it is like extremely tall. But I realized that one thing, I use my iPhone to record videos like more often than the average person, even just because I do YouTube, and I find myself like whipping out my phone to record things that my friends are like, why are you recording that here? That's so dumb. So I think it's important for me. And then, okay, so I kind of splurged because, you know, if I'm only buying a new phone every 5 years, why not splurge? So I got all the like max upgrades. So this is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, like I said, but it also has 1 terabyte of storage, which is just so much. I remember in 2017, I had the iPhone, or 2016, I had the iPhone 6 or something, and it only had like 16 gigabytes, and 15 of them were used with apps or something. So I only had 1 gigabyte for extra videos and photos, which was ridiculous. So this is 1,000 times more than 1 gigabyte. So I think I have to charge it for it to turn on. But okay, I guess I can't do much testing for you now, because I guess I can. Oh, so it's like maintain charge while shipping, because, you know, it could have been on the road for weeks to get here. So Okay, first impressions. Okay, I gotta like show you, but also show myself. Hello in cursive. I think ni hao. I think I remember this welcome message with my iPhone 10 5 years ago. It's like tickling a repressed memory in my head. Konnichiwa. Hola. Dora the Explorer. Okay, wait. The reflection is quite strong. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see how do I say hi. Okay. This is gonna be kind of awkward to like show the camera and do it myself, but I pick a language, so I speak English. Okay, I don't know why I said that so aggressively. Select your country of origin, United States. Quick start. Bring your current iPhone or iPad near this iPhone to sign in setup. If your other iPhone or iPad doesn't show options, okay. I'll do that, but my phone is recording, so I think I might have to end the video just because I need to use this phone to actually transfer everything. So like one reason I'm trapped in the Apple ecosystem is because I really like iCloud and the fact that photos sync up, files sync up, even with my laptop and all that. And I know that Apple is sometimes behind Samsung and other companies when it comes to actual features and hardware and stuff like that. But for me, I'm not the type of person to really rely on these really fancy things like wireless charging, or I guess that's kind of old now, but like the Samsung Fold. I don't need that. So I'm perfectly content just staying within the walled ecosystem. Anyway, because I gotta do this now, I'm going to end the video. But the next video after this on Humany might be recorded with this bad boy. Okay, so this is the final display before I end the video. iPhone 14 Pro Max, 360 degrees, just showing you all the angles. I'm so excited. Yeah, I've already said everything a million times, but like I just haven't touched a new device in so many years. I guess my iPad, oh no, my laptop is less than a year old. I got it last November, but still, yay. Okay, bye everyone. Get excited for higher resolution videos, or maybe not, you know, maybe I'll still film in 1080p, but I think this is gonna record 4K at 60 FPS. No, it definitely can, because even this phone can. So maybe you can go even higher. I don't know. But yeah, excited for the future. Yeah. Okay, bye everyone. Okay, hello. It's a few days later, and I've had this new phone plugged in and just charging for a while. And I was also just letting it re-download all my apps and my iCloud photos and videos over Wi-Fi. So that's why I sort of didn't touch it for the last few days. But now I think it's done. Actually, it was probably done days ago. I just was lazy. But I want to show you how it works now. So right off the bat, I'm not going to even touch it yet because right now it's in the lock screen where you would normally see just a black off phone, but in the new iPhone 14, the lock screen has a dimmer version of the wallpaper and the time. So actually if I tap it to wake it up, it actually turns on fully, and this is actually the phone in full activation mode. And it pretty much transferred everything from this old phone that I'm recording on to here. So like this lock screen is literally a photo I took when I was studying abroad in Japan, in Nagaoka. And it was when the sky was really purple, and I thought it was a beautiful color, so I took a photo. So just by hitting sync, it already puts it up there, which I guess isn't that impressive, but I just think it was so seamless, the transition. And then let me okay, I'm gonna swipe up and like open something, but let me just make sure that I can show you. Okay, so I'm in settings right now, but the refresh rate feels a lot faster. Like I don't know if it's a subconscious thing, but I was noticing that this old phone was kind of lagging. But also the big thing is no cracks. That one has cracks. And also it's bigger. But then one more thing I want to show you is the dynamic island. Right now I don't have any apps open that actually use it, but I know that on the notch at the top, like if you tap it with an app open, that will like do some function. Right now it doesn't, and that's where the camera and the, I don't know what else, the microphone or speaker is, or the camera, the front-facing camera. And I guess it's just so nice to have a phone that's actually new for once. Like, I'm opening YouTube. Am I logged in? I don't think I'm not logged in. So this is literally unlogged in YouTube, but it's a bigger screen. So the reason I got a bigger screen was partly because I record videos so much. I just thought that having a bigger screen to see it all would be helpful. But it also means that when I watch videos, like this really good video about lead poisoning by Veritasium, it literally looks bigger. No, I don't want to play an ad. But look, it's like you're watching a movie. It's huge. It's huge. Okay, well, I guess we won't actually get to the Veritasium video, but I don't want to get to the Veritasium video. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this video, but before I do, I'm going to switch phones. I'm going to record from this phone of the old phone so you can actually see the cracks and also see the improvement, I guess. And yeah, okay, bye. Okay, hello. This is my first time recording on the iPhone 14 ever, and I know that the quality of the camera is supposed to be better because there's 3 of them. I mean, I guess that just means that there's more options. But here's my old phone, which I recorded everything on for almost 5 years. There's the case with the 1216 data set, and then you can see that when it's locked, it's just black, like we're all used to, and then when it's unlocked, it lights up. And then the same lock screen with the purple sky, but if you look closely, come on, the crack. The crack is... So the crack pattern goes from here to down to there like this way. I think you can see it faintly. I wonder if there's a way to make it more visible like that. And then there's another crack that goes up this way diagonally, like it makes a Y shape. And then the crack hit the corner. And this is the worst part. Okay, please, let's focus. Oh, ow. Okay, why did I say ow? The phones were hit, not me. The corner right here is like crumbling. Like you see how like it turns white because the glass is crumbling to bits, and then I think it's crumbling to bits on this side also. Oh, that's the corner that the crack hit. So no more crack. Oh yeah, I used Google Fi because when I went to Japan, I had to find a carrier that existed, that worked internationally. Okay, let me see if I can open this and go to settings as well or something. And like, here we go, settings. Wait, I just want to make sure there's nothing scary. Let's go to display and brightness. This seems okay to me. So this is the old phone. I guess it's not too bad. I guess like when battery gets really low, then things start to oh, that's pretty cool. Things I guess battery's getting low. Things start to go downhill when it gets to like 2% battery. And when I use TikTok, sometimes I notice like the frame rate drops as well. But yeah, this was my old phone, and I probably won't be using it much anymore. So here's Instagram. Who is this? This is Miranda Cosgrove, Megan from Drake and Josh. This is my account. Focus, please. Wow, see, the size of each of these squares is based on exactly 1/3 of the width of the screen. So the fact that my new phone is maybe, I don't know, 10% wider or maybe 15%, because they're squares, each photo preview is going to be like 15% squared larger, which could be like 30 to 40%. Well, maybe not that much, but I bet 30% more area is reasonable. So basically everything just scales up, including TikTok as well, let me go to that here. See, on TikTok, they're not squares, but they are like rectangles, and I don't know if the aspect ratio stays the same, but I think it's very likely that the area goes up by the square of the side length. Yeah, and I also have a case on this, which makes this phone feel bigger. It's actually like, it feels pretty small without the case. And my iPhone 14 Pro Max does not have a case right now, but it already feels much larger. So if I do get a case, which I know I'm supposed to, then it's going to feel even larger. See, look at that. Look at that. It's like pretty thin. And the camera bump is maybe just a couple millimeters, whereas the camera bump on the new phone is like at least twice as thick, I think. But that's what you got to do. And then here you can see the cracks. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can get the crack. Okay, the cracks aren't that important. Oh, this is a good view. Like if I get a reflection of my room, you can see that like the reflection doesn't even line up because the glass on both sides of the crack has like shifted at a different angle. So like this makes the crack super visible. There's the Y shape I've been talking about. Like it splits right here 3 ways. Now I know this isn't relevant to any of you, but just, you know, realize that for me,
I had to suffer through these cracks for like, you know, hours every day for years. Well, maybe not hours, but I mean, we can all admit that like we're living in the era of social media. So, you know, your phone is sort of your portal into the entire internet world, which like, as much as it's easy to say, oh, it's just a phone, it's also like the way you interact with your communities nowadays. So the fact that I had to communicate with you guys through these cracks means you weren't seeing the real me. I'm really dramatizing this way more than I should. But let's see, what if I could go to Twitter. Taylor Swift, Hank Green. So yeah. That's pretty cool stuff. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna upload all of this because I want it to feel more like a live stream instead of like an edited video. There's probably going to be multiple parts where I just talk in circles, and you know, it's like gonna be 20 minutes long, but that's okay. Okay, bye. Yeah, new phone, bye for real. If I ever repeat myself, it's because I'm so used to editing my videos that like, when I know that video is gonna be edited, I will say the same line over and over again to make sure I have a take where I don't stumble. But here I don't need to do that. Okay, I don't need to defend or explain myself. This is my video, it's not your video. So however I want to make it is how it's going to be made. Okay, goodbye for real.